Hey, I feel the need to apologize for two things. Number one, some of you don't know my name. It's Sean Allen Fenn. Number two, I've been thinking and I realized that I don't think big enough. I haven't been thinking big enough. Now, before I explain what that means, it's said that when a thought is big enough, when an idea is big enough, it has legs. The term means to have legs, it takes on a life of its own, and it seems to go by itself. So it builds momentum. Now, not that art is not important, and it is, but let's put it this way, there's something bigger. And this weekend I was having a conversation about exploring what is a big problem that needs to be solved. And the thing that came up is affordable housing. Now, it seems like the problem is that people can't afford to live where they live, or they might not be afford to find the housing that they need. However, the problem is bigger than that. Because as you know, nothing lives in a vacuum. Everything causes something else. Am I right? Now, as I see it, the problem is this. Why can't some people afford housing? Well, they don't have the income. They're not making enough money. Why aren't they making enough money? If they have a job, it's a low value job. How can they make enough money at a low value job? And how is that going to work until they increase value? Now, until they find a higher value job, they're just going to keep going paycheck to paycheck. So the problem is the education system is teaching our kids perfectly for the Industrial Revolution. It's a bygone era. Now, what needs to happen is that we need to teach our children how to provide value so that they find high value work. They're sought after, so that they make enough money to afford, and not just get by, but afford the right place that they deserve. Now, what does that entail? It entails replacing the education system. It entails the changing of the mindset of a lot of people. So that is my big problem that needs to be solved. So many people have a scarcity mindset instead of a mindset of abundance. And so what happens? They don't think there's enough. And if you don't think there's enough, you're always going to live paycheck to paycheck, because there's not going to be enough for you. And things are going to be impossible for you. Not for me, not for other people, but for you. And this is the big problem that I'm going to start looking to solve for a lot of people. Sean Allen Fenn is my name. What's my name? Sean Allen Fenn.